Hi, good evening, all. This is SK. I hope you all did very well today, ending up in green. I did pretty well. Let's see what we have today as a recap. But before that, I would like to share something with you guys. That if you remember, we added this red rectangle in the morning today. If you go to the morning video, and I said above this, the target is green, and below 69, the target is 61. And we got our target today, 61. It was one directional after we saw the flush from 2069 2068 8ish. So as of now, they bounced from 57, but I think any first bounce will get shorted very badly. It has to test low. We are going low to test our this target here, this guy here. So the next target, I'll add the trend lines in the morning, but like just to give few guys who are trading, let me do that. There are a few guys, those who are trading from overseas, and they do try to trade sometimes the extended hour or something like that. So this is what we have been experiencing, and I think I'm not that. Okay, should be like that. Okay, so the target should be 26, and with 26 we can poke through this and we can go up to 2019 or something like that. So as of now, we're gonna remove this. Let's see what we have tomorrow morning, and we'll go from there. Okay, that's removed. Let's do the recap. I mean, guys, you have to remember what I was telling in the morning. You need to go back in the morning video and see that my concerns were to short the market below this, below above go long if you're above this. So we shorted this market here. It was a trading range all the way here. But with the trading range, how this blue trend line played a very important role today. Let's have a look. Let's go to the 5-minute. Let's have a style setting, and we're going to have okay. Oh boy. This is our day. Yes. Okay, let's see here. This is our first candle, and we open in the red area where I told you guys that it's going to be our trading range day. Did I short this guy or I was long? Honestly, we are opening below, we're opening below the blue trend line. We will not short this guy, as bulls might try to poke through this, and we'll see that, if we get the next leg down or not. Bulls are buying, but again, remember, pre-market we were prepared that this red area is going to be a trading range area where we're going to go for a scalping mode. We are not going for anything, any swing trade, as like this area is so much, it's so much deceiving that we can take a trade and we can lose badly in that. So next candle we saw the sell-off. What should we do? We should buy, we should sell, we should not do nothing, because we need to go below this or below this, or we need to know that if we are testing this blue trend line, we poke through this blue trend line, we go above with a follow through, we go for the next leg, with the bottom we go for the next leg down. And remember, we have this dotted line as well. If you remember, we added this dotted trend line from the high of this, and this blue trend line is coming from 4-hour. Okay, still in a trading range. It's taking a sell-off. I mean, once, these are the scalps, it take the low of the day, you scalp, like it took the low of the day, we scalp. So this is more likely a scalp. But I'm trying to say that if we are taking scalping and doing trading trading range price action is not for newcomers. You should see a one-sided trade and just jump into it with the right stop, and money belongs to you then, guys. I mean, over here, if you see, like they are above 269. So, like what will happen here? What we're going to see here is that if bears are strong, now we are very way away from our blue trend line. So chances are that we're gonna test this 269 or 270ish, and then we're gonna go for the next leg up. Okay, bulls are selling. Okay, we saw this bounce. This bounce is not from the buying, but it's from the short covering. And remember, 10:30 today we had our meeting as well, oil meeting as well. So it's gonna play a lot of role in the volatility. Before that, most of the time position is been made, or the big institutions are just like on a sideline. They're waiting for the news to come out, and with the HFTs and all that, they play with the big money and they make a lot of money. They move the HFT moves the price, and like institutions, pro traders, they just take the swing towards the side where HFT is moving their price. So it's a bounce. Is it a buy? Okay, we saw. So like if you remember, I mean, like I shared with you guys on Twitter account that anything, if we get the follow through here, this is going to test the high of the day. And we saw this follow through. So is it a buying? Let's say there is no news as well. We don't know if there's a news or not, but this is a buying. This was a second entry. This was a pullback, and this is a sure short. If we buy this, where should be our stop? Our stop should be below this. With this beautiful entry, we're going to at least test this high of the day. Okay. So this was the time when the news came, and like why this tail, we suddenly bounced up. These are the profit takers. Like we have a target above here. We going to be long as we're above this blue trend line. Guys, remember, this blue trend line is coming from the pre-market. This blue trend line is coming from the target what we draw from a 4-hour chart. So as long as we are above the blue trend line, we're going to test this. Anything below the blue trend line, what's going to happen? We're going to test the low of the day. Okay, so this is, like this candle is telling us that we can get sideways to pull back. This is not a buy, this is not a sell even. Okay, we saw this kind of a sell-off. This price action is telling us that, this is too much volatility. But what happened here? This kind of a price action that the bears took the blue trend line down again. If bulls were very strong here, they should not have let the bears to take this trend line, and we close below this trend line. So what's going to happen now? Below this trend line, we again going to test our low of the day, which is 270, because the pressure of bear is increasing. But this tail is telling us that the short guys who shorted this guy, they also covered. So now we need the follow through. Even if we test this blue trend line, it's going to be a short. It tested the blue trend line and we short. This is a short entry for us, guys. This is a short entry for us, guys. What happened here? Bulls tried to buy here, but we saw this kind of a reversal right after where? Our blue trend line. If you missed this guy, if you're not taking this trade, you're missing this guy. This was a limit order shot with 2 to 3 ticks below this guy, and this going to explode. Why this going to explode? Because many of the bulls who do not, many of the bulls who do not have drawn this blue trend line, which we again have it from the pre-market 4-hour, they don't understand that these trend lines have a lot of meaning. Reason, because S&P, the E-mini future is traded by algorithms, it's traded by computers. So computers do not have emotions. They just understand that if we are below this, we are shorting. If we are above this, they are going long. So what I am teaching you guys, what I am sharing with you guys is a emotionless trading with targets, with the true targets, like which way it goes, it's going to go. So right now, if we are below this trend line, blue trend line, our target is low. How do we take a position? We put 2 to 3 tick below of this. If we get filled, we're going to test at least 271, 272 ish. So this would happen, with this stop, everybody selling at the low. Any bounce here, I will be shorting that bounce right now. So what happened? We tested 269. We bounced from here, from our support from the pre-market, and right now, as we're testing this, there will be some bulls who will be buying this, who will be buying this. But again, overall, in a bigger picture, we are in a bear leg. This is leg one, this is the bounce, this is leg two. So sometimes the double top bounce goes a leg up and then it gives a flash. And right now we are below the blue trend line. Remember, guys, blue trend line was the line we had from the pre-market. Trend lines, we often, when bulls or bears are testing the trend line, we short or go long. We short when bulls are testing, we go long when bears are testing. So right now bull is testing this line, so we need to go short on this. They took the support, 2069 is the support from the pre-market. Bull support here. So right now there is a chance that we can go for the one leg up or kind of a sideways to up price action here. So this was a buy. We go up as why this bounce came here. This bounce came here from this guy. It's a trading range price action. Right now we need to break below at least 268. This tail, we need to break below 268, 260 quarter, 268, 75, something like that. We need to break this support to go for the next leg down, or this is going to make a double bottom to test this high. But before we test this high, I need to see a very strong price action here. These tails on the top, you have to focus on these things, guys. These tails are giving us an idea that every bounce is coming. This was a climax, right? After a big leg down, these tails are telling us that whoever is selling this, whoever is taking position, they are taking a short position here, because these tails means that the bulls are not able to buy and they close near the high. Okay, we are still trying, but these tails, remember guys, all these tails, when we get these tails, we get on the down, these tails we get on the down. What do I say? That these tails are giving us an idea that someone is selling this guy and taking a short position. Will you take a short position? If you cannot scale in and out of the trade, you should not take this position. Where should be the stop? Let's say you say, SK, okay, we want to take a position. You should scale higher, very less, and your stop should be this blue trend line. Anything above this blue trend line is a stop. So this is a very far stop. So if you're shorting 5 contracts, you should only go for 1 or 2 contracts. Is this a short? This is still not a short even. Like right now what's happening is, like this is the first entry short. We don't want to take a first entry short. We want another leg down. There should be a limit order to 71 or 272, 271 or 270. Like if we get filled, we're gonna go for the next leg down. But remember, where are we? We are in a scalping mode. We are in a trading range. Bigger picture, we are near the support. So near the support, bulls going to buy unless or until they don't take this support or they don't take this high resistance. We should not take any swing trade. It's a scalping mode market. Everything which looks real, it's fake. You see how this, why this tail? Bulls might have bought it so aggressively, but they could not take the high of this. So they saw the sell-off. Right now, it's a scalping mode market. Again, guys, for the newcomers, trading range is not the day to trade. They should trade very less. Honestly, this is after seeing these tails, it's like selling every high and coming down with the stop. As long as we are below this blue trend line, we are short. We saw a bounce. We saw a bounce from these two guys. We saw a sell-off. So what's going on exactly? Like closing near the high, selling, closing near the low, buying. This is a breakout mode. This is the time when most of the guys can lose a lot of money. This is not the time for most of the people to trade. They should wait for the breakout. There is no breakout until or unless there is a breakout. So we are waiting for a breakout. Our breakout going to come if we take below this, or our breakout is above this. If you can do scalping, 2 point up, 2 point down, I mean, how can you do scalping here? Even I cannot do it. I don't know if you can or not, but I don't want to comment on that. But I cannot. I'm going to lose all my money here. I don't want to. I want to see one. I want to see some good direction. But you see what happened here, right? Bulls bought. So after bulls bought here, most of the times, I did took this trade. I bought this. I thought we are not breaking down, but I thought we need to break above this. I was long here with 2 tick below stop. We saw this bounce. We saw this bounce. We saw this bounce, but what's happening? These tails are telling us that bull case is weak. I was out in this candle. I made a couple of points, but the thing is, like, I was scalping. I was trying to see that what's the bigger picture. Bigger picture. When I saw these kind of tails, every bull candle has a tail instead of this and this candle. That time I shared with you guys that I think the higher probability is we are going down, because every bull candle bears are taking their position. But still, this is going up, this is going down, this is going down. When I saw this candle, I was very sure that okay, we are going down, and I jumped back into my Twitter account and I started telling you guys, look for this, below this we are going down. I did took this short position. I was short here, but it's not advisable. Anybody who is a swing trader, who is trading small, he should take this low, this support which they have made. This low, if we go below this right now, it should be a short. We saw the bounce. We saw this. I was short in this, guys, though, but it's not advisable. And my stop was high here. This was my stop. I said if these tails, all these tails, are giving us the meaningful information that every bounce they are shorting, so that means if we go above this, that's my stop coverage. That's all of the guys who are shorting this market, they're gonna cover their shots here. I mean, a day traders, not a swing traders. So I was like, it was a lot of risk, but I was expecting this to break down. I was, as per my experience, I was looking at these tails and I knew there's a lot of big positions being made, and I've seen some block orders coming in the morning. Yesterday, if you go to the morning video I shared with you guys, yesterday at close, there were big millions of dollars towards the short side being invested. So I knew that something is not right. My conviction level was very high. That was the reason I shared with you guys on Twitter that okay, I think that we are going down, short below 2068 for the 2062 target. So we saw all this, guys. Okay, beautiful. What happened here? We close near the support of this low of the day. What should you do? You should put a limit order to go below this and fill you up 2 to 3 ticks. And where should be your stop? Your stop should be here at the high of this. This is a breakout. The bulls are getting weaker and bears are getting their breakout. But the breakout, we want to enter the trade. Let's say you're shorting 5 contracts. You should only short 2 with the stop this, because this can get a sudden bounce as well, and we can scale in higher with the stop of this level. Okay, so I got filled here, I shorted this again, I got filled, and I took my profit as a scalper. I thought bulls going to buy here, but again, what I was doing was I was scaling higher with the stop here, as this is the breakout point and we're going to test this breakout point. But beautiful thing, information here is that this candle low was 2068. This low was 2068 and this low was 2068. So that means bears are very, very strong. They are not letting bulls come and close over 2068. They are trying their best to go for down, but where should be the stop? Stop should be this. From the 4-hour chart, we remember if we close below 2068, it's going to be a swing trade. Why it's going to be a swing trade? After I finish this, I'll explain you guys. So what happened here? They poked through this and saw the sell-off. Every high, I was back in the picture again and I shorted this guy again. So everybody is shorting this guy with the stop this. as long as, why I was so convinced that we are going down. It's again, my conviction comes from the 4-hour chart. If you guys are not putting enough effort to trade 4-hour chart and get ready with your day trading before the market open, I swear, nobody can. I mean, there are tons of people like me who wants to teach, but like, we all are meaningless unless or until you are not putting your effort enough. So right now, you need to understand, I was yesterday, day before yesterday, I was telling again and again and again, 269 below we shot, or 2068 below we shot, above 2000 this guy we go long. So right now, I mean, my conviction is coming from my 4-hour chart that we are going down, and this price action is telling me, these tails, very strong bear legs, bear bodies, telling me that we are going down. We saw this. So if you guys did not trade it here, let's say you say, SK, we were feeling that's a choppy price action. You took a scalp here, you logged here. Right now, after seeing this candle, you can put your limit order 2 to 3 ticks below this. You get filled and your stop still remains here. If you're selling 5 contracts now, you will only sell 1, because this can bounce as well. Okay, we saw this, but we didn't close below this. But whoever put their limit order, they are filled. So where should they put their stop? Their stop should be here right now. Sudden bounce. What should they do with this bounce? Think. We should short this bounce. Why? We are below our breakout point. Our breakout point was 2069. As long as we are closing below our breakout point, we are going down. This is like, if we get a higher breakout and the first pullback we buy, the first pullback, bull pullback, we sell. And we are testing our breakout point, guys. Again, my conviction, your conviction gonna come when you're gonna know your 4-hour chart before open. We saw that. This is, if you guys said, SK, we missed everything, this is a true sell. Over here, you cannot say I'm not shorting this. You should short this guy. Your stop should be above this or at the breakout point. This is a very strong shot. Towards one-sided shot to 2063, 2062, 2061. Boom. This is the first, any bounce here will get shorted because we are very strong. Any bounce will get shorted. Any bounce. What happened here? Bulls were trying, but bears were taking place. This is leg one. This is the weaker price action, stronger bear price action. We have a target below, and we should test our target. There is no way we should not test our target. And what happened? We tested our target before the market closed. We tested our target, guys. Where did this target came from? Let me just finish this guy and then we'll go from there. So we saw all this bear price action. Right now the target is 255. And we closed about 258. Again, guys, let's go to the 4-hour. Let's go here, setting, futures. I mean, if you guys have seen me in the morning, we had this breakout point. This was the point where bulls started buying day before yesterday to test this blue trend line. 269 was the target made by bulls here, and bulls bought pre-market here. So we had this support that below this guy, twice bulls bought here twice. But if bears take this support here, we're going to see the next support, which is here where the bulls started buying. So that's what our price target was. Right now, this bounce is coming. So this has no meaning left right now. So this is going to come here. So right now we are bouncing towards that. We have a target. This 255 has no meaning. So we're going to test this now. So anything below 57, we're going to test our 50 right now. So guys, again, this next bounce, I'm going to short this market. I mean, there are guys asking me, SK, please give us any opinion on shorting this market or going long in this market. For any bounce here, guys, I am shorting. I cannot give my position. My stop is high here. My stop would be to 2081, 2082. If you can manage these 20-point stop, I am shorting this market. I'm going to short the hell out of this market and I'm going to go down. Every bounce I'm going to sell. I think tomorrow we are going down. We can open very low, or even any bounce here will be taken very very deep with the short guys with selling very very aggressively. So right now I'm any bounce here I'm going to short, but do not take any position. I have not taken any position. I will be taking a position. So like, again guys, let's go back. We didn't had these two candles in the morning. I shared a picture with you guys when I said they are trying for the blue trend line. 4-hour shot failed at blue trend line, so it was a confirmed shot. I mean, you need to understand your 4-hour chart. You need to understand that why and what SK is saying before the market open. If you cannot understand, ask me. Ask me on Twitter, email me, do anything. If you have any questions, ask me, guys. If you don't ask, I don't know you have any doubts. I welcome every question you have. We are here to make money, and we have to trade like computers trade. Like we should just focus on our targets and should put our emotions on a side. It's difficult, it's going to take time, but you can do it and we can do it, guys. I mean, like, if you guys are following me from long time, I mean, I'm talking the probabilities, but probabilities I talk, they are simple. They are layman's. Like, I mean honestly, this was a channel break. Like, I don't want to talk all that technical to you guys, so that you get confused and there's too much information to hear but very less to learn. So I just want to teach you the simple things, targets, trends, and that's it. Every bull and bear, they have a target. Computer programs, they cannot make too complicated programs. They need to make a simple program so that they can make a lot of money. So I'm trying to put a very simple things with you guys so that you can make a lot of money, we all can make a lot of money, and we will be making a lot of money. This guy here has no meaning left right now, so we can remove this trend line. As of now, there is no only this blue trend line has a lot of meaning. This, honestly, this thing, why I still have 2069, that we might try to poke through this, and after poking through this, it's going to be a next leg down. Beautiful shot setting up right now. Be ready to short this market, short the hell out of this market. We're going to make a lot of money here, guys. We are here to make money, and we will be making money. Lastly, if you cannot prepare yourself with your 4-hour chart, you cannot become, you can become whatever, I don't know, but like, I believe that nobody can become a successful trader, day trader, trading e-mini, if he cannot understand the 4-hour chart before the open, because you need to get a higher picture. You need to understand the trend. You need to understand that where the direction is towards bulls or bears. Are we in a trading range or in a trend? So after we took this support, we get a flush. I was on a Twitter. I was getting all the messages from the guys. They are subscribed to some chat rooms and all that. They said everybody is very bullish. We are going all time high. I said no, we are not. Just remember this thing. What we shared in the morning. That's how the price action gonna react. You and me discussing doesn't make any difference. We need to understand, if bulls are failing this support where they have bought twice, they're gonna fail. They're gonna go for the next leg down, and then they're gonna buy. Right now they're buying here. They're buying here, but again, this is so strong that smart bulls, they are not buying. They are not dip buying this guy. We are going down, and let's go down and let's make money. Good luck, guys. See you all tomorrow first thing in the morning. You have to be prepared with your 4-hour chart. Draw your trend lines. If you do not put your effort, it's useless for me to share anything with you guys, because it's going to be another dead end for you guys, that you are not making money. You need to put the effort into 4-hour chart. I'm just asking please put your effort for 4 hour chart, so that when I talk to you, when I share my thoughts with you, you can relate to that why SK is putting these trend lines, or why SK is saying what. If you're very noise, you're very new to this thing, then just listen to the 4 hour. Remember what targets we put, what targets we have, what support and resistance we have, and money will be flowing towards your angle. Thank you guys. Also, lastly, you can also, when I say below this, today I opened a put position. I bought some puts, and my puts were smiling at the end. So, like, once you know that, we have these targets and we are breaking out of the trading range, it's always, if you cannot manage a big position in futures, you can always buy some day trading, or keeping a 1 or 2 day, you can buy your calls or puts. But buy your calls and puts 40-45 day ahead of you. Why? Because the theta is not too much, it's not killing your money, it's not eating your money, and you can still get a great reward. Thank you guys, good luck, see you all tomorrow with the morning video. Bye bye.